Been started. Too slow,
Wait,
kid.
Kevin. Shut up. Kevin,
Yes.
are you... Do you have a laptop, number one, or some form of computer?
Yes.
Number two, do you have Audacity?
Yes.
Okay. So, I think we three should start a podcast, because I think that'd be the funniest dynamic.
Yeah? That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
So, I figured out how it works, because you obviously can't have two inputs. So
Right.
what everyone has to do is just like everyone records their Audacity audio and then they send it to whoever's going to be editing. We just take turns. And then just clap at the beginning or something so that way we can sync it up and then bam.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Maybe we'll look into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, bam. I'm really on this part for over an hour long because I couldn't figure out what to do. Well, not here, but like, y'all ever heard about the Forsaken Fortress?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I hated that part.
Yeah. Yes,
I hated
sir.
that part so much.
Bro, that sucks. And that's like at the
Like,
beginning of the game.
You lose your sword and then just everything slows to a crawl. It is so annoying.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's like no instruction on where to go to, so you're just wandering around like an idiot.
Just like, where am I?
That was me.
going?
That
Where's
was
my
me.
family?
God dang, that sucked.
I finally figured out how to figure out the wings on my Astrov. I figured it out. It has wings in it.
Okay.
You don't even know what that means.
I mean, I know you're saying words to me, but I don't know what they are.
Okay, so basically, you know how I've been working on this custom gunpla for like 3 years?
Yes.
So my main goal has been to give it wings,
Uh-huh.
and I did it.
Very nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, so all I need to do now is fix the horn, because I broke it a long time ago.
Okay. Let me ask y'all something since we're here. Since people are talking about us doing our own knockoff fan dubs, what game should we do first?
What's a game we've so it's usually done while someone's playing the game. I really wanted it. I wish we could do a Dark Souls fan dub because that'd be hilarious, but there is no dialogue or cutscenes. To be fair, but I think it'd be really funny. But I'd say we should do either a Zelda game like Breath of the Wild, or like obviously not the full game of Breath of the Wild, just like maybe some playthroughs and like the main quest.
Well, like, we could just find cutscenes online without the subtitles on them.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Or we could alternatively we could find like a show. Actually, no.
A
that doesn't
show?
make sense.
Imagine.
Nah. I don't know. We gotta find a game. What's a game we've all played, we're all fairly familiar with?
I don't know. Dang, I would say Subspace, but they don't talk
Subspace.
in there.
Yeah, it's gotta be
But
Subspace.
they don't talk,
It's gotta
that's
be.
the thing. No one moves their mouth except for, like, Ness, he says PK Flash and PK Fire, I think.
That's exactly the point. They don't. It doesn't have to be synced. And
Okay.
like, this character is speaking. This character is speaking. This character is speaking. You know what I mean?
Okay. That'd be fun. I like Subspace. That'd be dope.
That'd be so funny.
Oh my god.
Subspace Emissary fan dub.
Mm-hmm.
I
Also,
want to see if one exists.
I hope not.
I hope not, because I hope we can be the first ones to do that.
No,
Yeah.
exactly, no.
I know Derek was talking about doing Kingdom Hearts. So
Ew.
that, yeah, I know you were going to say that, but like, it could be interesting.
You know what's funny? We were just like straight up jamming out to Sonic music yesterday.
Yeah, I was told.
Like you missed it, Chris. It was friggin'.
Maybe it's for the best.
No, it was actually pretty fun. So apparently, so Kevin, am I actually a better singer than John?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Well, not terrible, but interesting.
There is one.
Also, Bird took what?
There is one?
Yep.
Okay, wait, how many views does it have?
17,000.
Okay.
We can top that. I'm kidding.
How long ago was this? You said you're about to put it in general?
Yep. Oh yeah,
Okay.
you posted it in general.
The complete saga.
Dub
Check it on
space.
my phone.
Dub
I wanna
space
switch off
emissary?
the thing.
It's an
But-
hour.
Whoa.
I think for real, me, you, and Kevin should do a fan-dub, or not a fan-dub, a podcast.
Bro, this was from 2012. Yeah, sure.
That was from 2012. We got
Yeah, we can.
we got
We can
we
do
got a good
better.
8 years. So we can record it in better quality. That's our.
Yeah, honestly.
Mhm. Include a better sense of humor. Oh man, that would be fun.
Yeah.
But we gotta get like a lot of people to do it. Like us three,
Okay, I
Daryl,
wanna
probably
be-
Sean.
Okay, no, I straight up, I want to be Sonic. I'm calling Sonic.
What are you gonna say? One thing?
Yeah.
Yeah? Uh
I'm gonna be other people. I just
Yeah.
want to be Sonic.
huh.
It'd be really funny.
I actually kind of want to voice Ganon. That'd be fun.
Oh my god. Just can't do it.
No. I want Master Hand.
Oh my god.
Yes,
It's
sir.
just hand.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to take it away from Derek because I know all he'd be like is hand. Like that
Yes.
one time in Kingdom Hearts. Okay.
I think Kevin,
And he's
I'm not even joking, Kevin should voice King DDD and he should speak in only Spanish.
Why?
It'd be really funny. That's the only reason.
Es muy hilarious.
It'd be so funny.
Oh my gosh. Okay, sure.
Just like through the entire thing, no one understands him.
Sí, eso está bueno. No tengo problema con eso.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. Oh man. Okay.
The
So
entire no one understands what he's saying.
the characters that I know I want are obviously Mario, Master Hand.
Oh my god.
So Mario, Master Hand, I kinda wanna voice Lucas too.
I want to do Ness as well.
Ness, alright.
Do King D in Spanish.
Spanish. I don't know where I got that idea. It just seems really funny.
Someone has to speak Cubby and say, Pollo!
Daryl's gonna
Yeah,
be
that's
Kirby. His
definitely
job.
Daryl. Yeah.
No, but what he should do is just give him a really deep voice. Pollo. Pollo.
I want Fox too. I like Fox. You know what I'm gonna do? Bro, I'm gonna just have a controller and whenever Fox on screen, that's all I'm gonna do.
Whatever. It just, I think if we can get Caleb in it, Caleb should be Porky.
Oh god, this
Oh my god.
is happening.
Yeah,
Oh god.
We got nothing but time on our hands.
Mm-hmm.
honestly.
Man.
I need. You know what stinks about being in quarantine? So I was talking about I need to get grunt suits. I have them in my cart, but I'm waiting till I finish driver's ed to order them.
Mm-hmm.
Because after that, like you know what I'm talking about, Chris. Like enemy suits, just
Yeah.
like the grunts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I have every single model kit in my room is a Gundam.
Uh-huh.
So I want to get some enemy suits because variety.
Of course.
So that's what's next on my list. I need like this kind of wire, or it's not wire, I don't know what it is. It's like plastic tubing, and it's like bendy, so I can use it for posing, and I have none.
Might want to order some.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like Amazon's working.
Yeah. You know?
Because I'm not ordering off of Amazon, because Amazon's going to take forever to get me my stuff. It's going to take longer than the thing I'm ordering it from.
That sounds about
Like in
right.
a week, so
You know, if we are going to do that subspace dub, which we are, we can like find the perfect day and just record that then. But that's not going to
Yeah.
go up for another couple months because I would like to finish this playthrough first before doing anything new.
I think it's probably going to be, even though obviously you want to, our only chance will probably be during this period because I have work.
No, nothing.
Well, yeah, I'm saying like we can record it, but I'm just not gonna upload it till after the playthrough's done.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Total sense, yeah.
Just have it ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'ma call it knockoff dub.
Subspace Emissary fan dub. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna go grab some.
Alright. So Kevin, you got a mic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I neglected to mention that Navi's on my bed. And she's like halfway asleep.
Kick her.
I'm watching it right now. She made like a little nest in my blankets.
Someone join.
Yeah, it was Miles.
Oh.
He's on mute though.
Oh.
Bro, you gotta speak if you're gonna be in here.
I mean, he can watch. Hello.
Yeah.
I think my mic echoes.
Hey, Mouse.
Does it?
Your mic's pretty good.
Okay.
You hater, hey.
Also, at this part, I didn't know how to get that blue rupee up top. I think I tried like 3 times, and I didn't know what
Why?
siddling was.
What was?
Why the fake videos?
Like siddle or sidle, where you like get up against the wall and just like shimmy across.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You poor child.
Yeah, I learned how to do it at the Forsaken Fortress.
You figured it out.
Oh no. I mean like I almost got it. Yeah, almost.
You. I'm just watching this and I'm just like, is he gonna fall? He fell.
Yeah. I think that was my last attempt too, or either I tried to jump across. I thought about it, and then I go back, and I just try to jump across.
Just tries over and over again.
And this was my last attempt.
Try your best, but you don't succeed. Get what you want, but not what you
I didn't know what to do. This is my first time. Cut some slack.
Oh.
I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
Shake my head, shake my head.
Yeah.
SMH.
SMH my head.
Chicken nugget.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're ready to do this? Like, for real, I feel sorry for Granny in this game, because she, like, almost dies.
Yeah?
Because you just left her there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, how is Outset Island, like, active community when, how do they make food? How do they, like, where's the vegetables? Can't be in that forest. Forest is too dark.
They live off of water.
That doesn't make sense.
You're absolutely right.
But hey, it's Nintendo.
Yeah.
Hey!
Dang.
I
It's
keep
only
getting
been like 13 minutes.
Songs stuck in my head.
Should I cut this up into 2 parts or just let the whole thing roll out? I've been debating that.
Might as well. I don't know.
Like we can record the whole thing now, but like in editing, I'll just probably cut it
Yeah,
off.
that's probably the best thing to do. More ad revenue.
Yeah.
That ever happened.
Wind Waker Part 2, 1/2.
Subscribers, I think.
I think you have to have a certain amount of views as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know the exact statistics though.
I can check right now.
If you feel like it. Oh,
Yeah, Deontay joined. This kid with the glowing, yeah, we can hear you.
yes, sir.
This man with the glowing eye, freaking fire.
Even fun, sure. Have it showed up.
Off.
I mean, nice. Oh my gosh, it's Felisa. Oh.
Weeaboos.
Excuse me. I'm a genre that redefined the entirety of anime. Be quiet.
Okay.
I deserve my,
You don't.
I do.
No.
Chris, have you seen mecha anime before Gundam came out?
Tenkai Knights.
No.
Why doesn't it count? Tell me. Why not?
Because Tenkai Knights didn't come out in 1979.
Okay. It still came out.
Did it come out in 1979? Or before 1979?
We don't know that.
I do.
No,
I can
no, you
ask
don't.
Google right now. Hold
I'm
on.
pretty sure it's going to say like 17 something.
Okay, Google.
It's like the first anime.
When did Tenkai Knights... Oh, God. When did Tenkai Knights start?
1759.
August 24th, 2013.
Sounds like 1759 to me.
I don't think so.
Listen, numbers are just numbers. Prove me wrong.
And prison is just a location.
Okay, boomer.
Boomer? No.
Imagine being a boomer. What are you barking at?
Got him.
The dog is barking at the door.
The door. Oh?
Joe?
Joe.
Jerry?
That's inside the ship, isn't it? Yes, I think so. Yep. Why did they need all that?
To make us as big as Flight Hazard as they
Oh,
can.
that is a dog, isn't it?
That is my dog. Nothing. Shh.
He wants to make it into the video.
Uh-huh.
Can you hear her?
Yeah.
Yes.
It did pick up her sound.
Curse this good mic.
Yeah, I know, right? So Deontay, we were talking about doing a Smash Bros. Fan dub. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so we were figuring out who we were gonna be. We decided Kevin was gonna be King DD, but he was gonna be Spanish.
It's been DDD. Never could imagine.
And then Chris was gonna be Mario. I was gonna be Sonic at the very end.
When you missed the platform, I hope no
I
one
can't
saw
believe
that.
you, Chris.
Oh, damn it, you saw it.
I can't believe you.
Yeah.
I was hoping no one would
Oh, hey,
see
you're
that.
back. Is that a churro?
That is a person.
What is that? Get out of my room. You haven't showered. I can tell. Get
Ryan.
off my bed. Get off my bed. Look at you. No, we're trying to school. What? Get in my room. You're polluting the audio.
You need the audio.
Yep. I'm gonna kill him.
Please don't. He's just a child.
Yeah.
Children have been killed before. Remember the Holocaust?
Okay.
Alright, yeah.
Relax.
That's where that's gonna stop. Yeah, this bomb's gonna be on top. Yeah, this bomb's gonna be on top. Yeah,
Are you sure?
This bomb's gonna be on top.
Are you positive?
Yeah, because the song is pretty good. It's a good song.
Okay. Well. Cool. As long as you're
Alright,
having
this-
fun.
I have this Surface Pen that I barely use,
Mm-hmm.
and the reason for that is it's on 34% and I have no clue how to charge it.
You can just look online.
Yeah, but
Yeah?
like, if I have to buy something, it's just not happening.
I can check mine.
You don't have to.
That is true. You don't have to.
He is on the top. He is on the top. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, this bomb's gonna be on top. Yeah, this bomb's gonna be on top. Yeah, this bomb's gonna be on top.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Well, I'm sure about that.
Stop destroying people's property, Chris.
No.
If he's having fun, let him have fun.
Exactly. Thank you, sir.
If you're not destroying property.
He's just
So,
trying to
Chris, when are you making that purchase of Dark Souls 3 for the Xbox One?
One day.
That's understandable.
It is.
New Game Plus has been kicking my butt because, so basically, when you get to Anne Orlando,
Yes.
don't be embered because there's a covenant of people who are just the biggest a-holes on the planet.
Uh-huh.
They will literally. So if you get invaded, some people do is they'll just sit in a group of enemies, and because you can't move out of a certain area if you get invaded.
Uh-huh.
So they'll just sit there and just hinder your progress, and you can't send them home like you can in normal Phantom. So.
You see, I feel like you're giving me reasons to not play the game.
Oh no, that only happens if you only get invaded if you're embered, and if it's your first time playing, I'm just saying it's not gonna be very often.
Alright, well, hope so.
Then again, I could probably give you a bunch of embers, so.
Yeah, that's true.
He is on the top. He is on the top. I want to know how Tetra became the captain of all these people.
'Cause she's a girl.
That doesn't make sense.
Are you saying that women don't have rights?
I'm saying women don't have power.
Oh, even worse.
Okay, this is gonna go.
But for real though, she's like a child. How do all these people?
It might be a lolly. You never know.
Wait, what?
Shit might be a lolly. You never know.
Bruh.
That's
Oh
awful.
my gosh.
Why would you say that? Kevin, I need you to fix whatever was wrong with your brain when you said that.
True, true.
By the way, Chris, the coolest fight in the game is the Abyss Watchers because they're like 3 dudes at the beginning and then it becomes 1 dude and he gets like a fire sword. It's really cool.
I like fire swords.
And then you can get a fire sword, but not from that boss, from another boss.
Oh. Wow.
In fact, you can make any sort of fire sword. Well, any weapon that's not a boss weapon. You can make that a fire weapon.
Okay.
There's actually a bunch of elements, so you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's ice, there's lightning, there's magic, because that's an element.
Oh, imagine.
Magic weapons don't, no one uses those. You'll usually find either fire or lightning weapons, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Like,
lightning's
you'll
good
just
about
find them?
good against. Huh?
You said you'll just find them?
Well, I mean, it's like people using them.
Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, because lightning is actually good against most things in the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I usually rep lightning weapons. The only things it isn't good against is, like, things that use lightning against you, and that's not very many things, so.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever run into a dragon, use lightning. I'm not even kidding.
It's super effective. It's a flying
Yes,
type, yeah.
I'm not joking. It's super effective.
Flying types be like...
I never understood why flying types aren't weak to ice.
Yeah? Yeah, that makes sense.
Imagine thinking Fire Emblem is a good game.
He's talking to like...
Imagine if they get AA or shit. No, never mind.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
The room does not need that kind of heat right now. We're good.
No, because it's getting really boring in here. So yes, please add some so-called heat. What were you gonna say?
And
Bruh, speak, kid, speak.
Speak.
We try to stay friendly. We try to stay friendly here, bro.
Friendly.
We don't have to be friendly. It's never.
Yeah?
You think commentary is friendly all the time?
Come on, go ahead,
Say what you
speak.
were gonna say. Say what you were gonna say.
Alright, so what's bad about Fire Emblem?
Number 1, anime. Way too much of it.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, a lot of them aren't very good. Fates was boring. Path of Radiance was just long.
You only play Fates. Fates is the worst one of the series.
You might be right. However,
I'll go with that.
it's also just really slow. All of them are just like super slow, and I don't like that. My thing with the game is that if it's an RPG, like say you take Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest is it's usually fast paced, and the story makes sense because you're shooting like fireballs, or that doesn't add to the story. But the actual like gameplay it's fun because you're like throwing fireballs and lightning, and aren't there other ice spells in Dragon Quest? I forgot.
Hey, see, Logan, I used to feel that exact same way about games. I used to be, it'd be like, I used to not like strategy games, you know, it's like moving people and stuff. They used to be
I like strategy games. I just don't like strategy games that are super slow. Like I'll play a friggin' XCOM. XCOM is fun. Fire Emblem isn't, in my opinion.
Well, Fire Emblem, the story is really worth it.
And it just pales into comparison into so many of Nintendo's other games. Like,
It's not even a Nintendo game.
Super Mario Odyssey, because that game will afford you more fun than a Fire Emblem game. Or Splatoon 2, even though it's dead. I'm not... Like, it's so funny watching Splatoon fans try to hold on, even though
The
that game
like
is
dead.
so dead.
It's dead, yeah.
Yeah.
I have no reason to go back to
I never even bought it.
it. Good choice.
Yeah, I don't have Splatoon or Mario Odyssey.
What? And I'm going to compare it to another game. Also, Fire Emblem story is like always super straightforward. Bad guy X doing X, and then... Or sorry, bad guy X doing Y, and then it turns out someone close to them or they are a dragon and you have to kill them. The end.
Oh.
And then, so to compare it to another game like Dank Souls.
Dank Souls.
Yep.
Alright.
So basically, the story is, and it's, I'm giving you a very bare, I already explained it to Chris, I think Kevin you were there, but basically, you are chosen undead X, you have to go light the fire, which is Y, and you have to go kill a bunch of Z to restart that fire because you, at the beginning, are not strong enough to, your soul literally isn't strong enough to rekindle the fire. Also, and the thing is, there's a choice presented to you by NPCs that you meet throughout the game that maybe restarting that fire isn't a good thing. Because, so, I don't really, to present my argument, I kind of have to look up screenshots, and I don't want to. So basically, if you look in Dark Souls, the whole place, like, every world that you run around in Dark Souls is just falling apart. And that is all because of one bad decision from a selfish god who just wanted to hold on to, well, I guess a bunch of selfish gods who just wanted to hold on to their power. Like, so the lead guy, Lord Gwyn, also known as the easiest boss in Dark Souls 1, which is really sad. Because, sorry, I'm getting off track. So Gwyn, he was scared of the dark. He was scared of the dark soul of man. Because man, I'm talking about humanity, not like the gender, by the way, in case there's any like feminazis watching this.
Feminazis.
Feminazi, understandable.
Yeah, so like man is in humanity. Man would eventually, so the way it was supposed to go is that Gwyn had his Age of Fire. He and the other gods, they found the Lord Souls. And then, so it was Gwyn, Nito, who was the god of the dead, and the Witch of Izalith, who was just kind of a chaos fire lady. So they found the Lord Souls, they went to war with the dragons, they wiped out the dragons. They completely wiped out, well, they didn't completely wipe them out, but they wiped out most of the dragons.
Okay.
And then, so this began what was known as the Age of Fire. And so this age was supposed to end naturally. And then after that, would have come humanity's time. Because there, instead of just being 3 Lord Souls, there was actually a 4th, found by the furtive pygmy, but he decided, I'm not going to join in on these fools, I'm going to just go chill in my cave. I think that's what it was. I don't know. I don't know exactly where he was, but he didn't really associate with the other gods. So he just chilled out, and he just waited for... And so he reproduced, because, and so his dark soul got spread throughout the entirety of humanity. But because Gwyn was literally afraid of the dark, because the Age of Fire would have ended, you know what I'm saying? I'm making sure people get this.
Yeah?
Okay, yeah, so he was afraid of the dark. So what Gwyn did is he sacrificed his own soul to restart the first flame. That's what gave them all their Lord Souls. And so that put the undead curse upon humanity. And what that is the thing that lets you keep coming back to life in the game. And it's through the bonfires, which are, I guess, kind of like tiny first flames for you. So through the bonfire, undead come back. And so, because of this, Gwyn set off a cycle that would go on for technically 3 games, 3 of the main core games, because Demon Souls and Bloodborne aren't like part of it. But anyway, so because of this, humanity was cursed with the undead curse. And so, I thought you said you showered. Dang, I'm getting off track again. Go away, bye. Go away. Go.
When you don't want
Dang,
your
I
brother
got
in your
Ryan.
room.
Seriously, go, dude. And then, so yeah. Crap. What was I saying?
Undead something.
Oh yeah, so the undead curse. So that kept bringing humanity back. So they decided, what if we get these undying people to link the fire? And that's what they were kind of there for. That's why the undead curse... Some people think the undead curse was placed on humanity by Gwyn. I'm not so sure about that. It might have been just because of the fire needing... Because it's like, oh, we've been linked once. We should probably have that happen again, even though it shouldn't have happened like that. And so, that's why you, the player character, chose an undead, bearer of the curse, unkindled dash, whatever. Actually, no, the unkindled is slightly different. So the first two, that's why you wake up to link the fire. Because of Gwyn being literally afraid of the dark. And then in Dark Souls 3, things are a little different. You are a person, so an unkindled, you're normally just like an undead, but in Dark Souls 3, you're an unkindled, which is someone who tried at first, but failed to link the fire. Like, so you didn't do your job at first, but you wake up and you get a second chance. So do a bunch of other people, but you're the important one. And so, and Dark Souls 3 is different because the world is falling apart because the fire's been linked so many times that it's just become like a natural thing, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This would be perfect for the podcast.
Yeah, basically.
Just you explaining Dark Souls to all us.
I wish I was recording this, but I'm not. So just, I'll explain it again later.
Do you want me to just, like, send you this part of the freaking file?
Yeah, sure. Sure. Just send me that.
Okay.
But yeah, so basically in Dark Souls 3, so you're actually told to, like, so your main goal in the game, no one actually tries to persuade you to not link the fire. I think by that time, it's just become such a natural thing. Because during the whole game, there's no NPCs that you don't actively seek out that tell you not to link the fire. Because the world is falling apart because it brings back up, so that other Lords of Cinder were brought back, which are, once again, other people who actually did link the fire, and that's what makes you a Lord of Cinder. You link the fire. But the thing is, when they came back, they didn't do what they were supposed to do. They returned to wherever their homes were, be that the Cathedral of the Deep, which is where, well, actually no, I'll just return to Anowanda, but the Abyss Watchers went back to Farron Keep, Yorm went back to the Profane Capital, and there's a fourth one. Oh yeah, and Lothric. Lothric didn't actually die, he just didn't link the fire. That's the whole thing that kicked it off, because Prince Lothric didn't link the fire. So it brought back the other fools. And Lothric stayed in his castle. So, your job is to, if you can do it, you're supposed to link the fire. But the thing is, in every game, there's always someone who tells you, don't do this, because it'll, so you can bring them dark. But guess what?
Ooh.
No matter which ending you choose, it'll always bring back. So basically everything you do is pointless in any game, well, except for the third one. In the first two games, whatever you do is ultimately pointless because it will just bring back some other schmuck who actually does it. And I guess that explains why you never see your own character in future games. That makes sense, actually. Yeah, so it's ultimately pointless. But in the third game, that's what makes the third game the best one, in my opinion. When you get, when you're actually told, because it's the final one, in the DLC, Ashes of Ariandel, you're not exactly... Linking the fire is kind of just a secondary task once you get to the end of the DLC, because you meet a person. I'm not exactly sure if she's a girl or not, I don't know. She looks like she looks young, but I'm not exactly sure because she also has a tail.
Okay.
Yeah. There's crossbeats, breeds in There's crossbeats in Dark Souls, which are like dragons and people. I don't know. There's one in Dark Souls 1. I don't know if there's one in Dark Souls 2, but there is. There are two in Dark Souls 3, actually. But basically, so you meet a person, and she paints worlds. In Dark Souls 1, there was a secret area you could access called the Painted World of Ariamis. And that was a secret place. It was like a whole nother reality hidden within a painting.
Uh-huh.
Because she was a dragon and a person, and apparently the gods don't like that. Because she had this ability, which they were scared of. So, in Dark Souls 3, the Ashes of Ariandel DLC, you rescue her from these other people. Well, more like you let her out. They weren't exactly hurting her, but she was just kind of there. So they are just there. So you let her out after you kill like another unkindled like you, but she's gone like cuckoo. So yeah. So after you kill her, you let her out. And in the second DLC, which is the Ring City, after you defeat Slave Knight Gale, which is the guy I was having a lot of trouble with, y'all heard me screaming about sometimes. So basically, him, he's from the Age of Fire. Like, so a Slave Knight is basically an undead, but because they can't die, they were basically used as cannon fodder, you know? Yeah. Well, let me rephrase that. They can die, but they don't stay dead. They just respawn at their bonfire. So, Gale, he's been around since the Age of Fire. And so, at the very end of the Ring City DLC, you fight Gale, who's been existing from the end, since the beginning, and he's at the very end. He's at the end of time, everything else is gone. And so, what?
Wow, Dark Souls seems like a mess.
Kinda. It's a fun mess. It's funny because I'm using this to explain why it's better than Fire Emblem. But basically, so Gale, he makes the ultimate sacrifice. He doesn't kill himself, but he instead goes completely insane by drinking the blood of the Dark Soul, which is literally like, so they're humans at the end of time, and so he's just been, he kills them and then he drinks their blood to get the Dark Soul in him.
Hey, do you have a thing?
Why do you keep interrupting?
Cut it off.
I don't. Why do you keep interrupting me? Why do you keep interrupting me? Close the door.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my. This is annoying me. Stop interrupting me. Anyway, so yeah, he does that, and then once you kill him, you get the blood of the Dark Soul. And so, the problem with the Painted World of Ariandel is that it's rotting. So you know how like after a while a painting will start to degrade.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what the tradition normally would be is that once the residents of that world, someone would paint another painting, they would burn the old one, and then they would escape into the new one. And, you know, the cycle would run, close the door. Because, obviously the cycle would just keep going until, but now, because of the, you give her the blood of the Dark Soul. So the girl, whatever, I don't know what she is, she needs fire and the Dark Soul. And she uses that to paint, which most people presume is an immortal painting. It won't rot. And so, it's into a world where you don't have to link the fire, and everyone is happy. And the funny thing is, after you do all this, she says she's going to name the painting after you. So if you give her, like, your player character's name, it'll be, the painting might be named something ridiculous if it's not, like, a normal name.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I did it, because my player character's name is Gamer, so the painting's called Gamer. Yeah, so anyway, that's why that's better than Dark Souls, because...
Fire Emblem?
Fire Emblem, yeah.
Wow.
Alright, you can explain now. But give me 1 second, I have to close my door, because I don't want people to hear me loud.
Wow. That was a whole
Okay,
spiel.
present your argument as to why Fire Emblem is better.
Okay. I honestly don't have the energy for this. Kevin, can you lead the argument here?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kevin.
So, I'm not saying Fire Emblem is like the best game. Oh, it's great. Everyone can have their own opinion. But you shouldn't, like, downgrade the game